go. We're going to buy some fish. I'm here in Hamburg, and my friend Hubert, he's got a sushi joint, omakase and hand rolls. So we're gonna go to the fish market. It's bright and early, and we're gonna find something cool. I wanna cook it. Come with us. Hey!
From Florida, in Hamburg.
Hamburg! Hamburg in the house, in the hizzy.
Hello everybody, welcome to Hamburg. We're here with Mr. Brennan Dates. He somehow got lost and he forgot his motorbike.
We are with the famous Hugh from Florida. What's up, gangster?
Ja, willkommen in Germany.
Oh, jawohl! Put the old clip here with Fishmonger Reed.
With Fishmonger Reed.
Now, Hugh is no longer a yacht chef. He's a famous omakase Japanese sushi master. Yes, this is gonna be cool. So we're going to a fish market, and we're going to just search around, scratch around, and find something cool. We have some ideas, but we're gonna kind of, just
We're gonna do some omakase.
Yeah.
Filming and food.
Yes.
So trust us, keep watching.
Yes. Put in the comments what you'd like Hugh to wear from now on in the next video. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay, welcome to my dungeon of crabs.
He means his pants. Wow, that's so dark in here.
This red button is the light.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Okay, so we have stone crabs, mud crabs. Then you have lobsters. There is all different types.
these are nice lobsters. We should get these. They're pretty big. Some are too big.
Price is like ×4 compared to Boston.
Oh fuck! How much is this? How much are these?
So I guess right now we're sitting at around 90 euros a kilo.
That's the same price. That's not bad at all. So it's 20. That's cheap. 9 euros a kilo?
90.
Oh, 9-0.
90.
Oh fuck! He said 9. Oh, 90. Fuck me. That's expensive crustaceans.
Brennan is picking his own scallop.
Is that a euphemism?
Yeah.
Is that something sexual? Are you making this weird still?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Which one? Do we want a male or a female?
How do you tell?
You tickle them. This one's a female.
Okay.
This is complete bullshit. I'm making all this up.
One.
These are beautiful. Ooh. Oh, this one's got a little bit of styrofoam on it. Yum.
Yeah. Ah. Is it good?
It's amazing.
Okay.
Not fishy. Super sweet. Amazing texture. It's too cold. If it was warmer, it should be cold, but if it was warmer, it would have more flavor.
Okay, now me please.
Yeah.
No, you feed me.
All right. Oh, that didn't sound good at all.
Feed me.
They look beautiful.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Are you happy?
Very happy. Yeah.
Okay,
Let's make some scallop rolls.
We have to go get food.
We're gonna find some bread. We've got the fish. We've got the scallops.
Bread me up, daddy.
Look at this. We have the bread.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, he managed to buy bread.
Hello.
Hello from Hamburg.
Willkommen in Hamburg.
Yeah. What are we gonna do today?
Ein Scallop sandwich.
Yeah. So everyone's heard of the lobster roll from Maine. I don't know why I'm doing the Italian thing, but it's from Maine. It's got nothing to do with Italy. And we're gonna do a little take with, instead of lobster, it's gonna be scallops, and we're gonna do a little bit of Asian vibes and put a little miso butter inside.
He's famous for it. He did when we met the first time. He did miso butter, and I really liked it. And it was a good idea. So we're gonna use German bread, scallops with miso butter, influencing our style today. I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be tasty.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Start it.
I'm ready. Ah!
We thank Homer Peterson for these hand-cut scallops from Eric, the best scallops in Germany.
All right, so we're gonna quickly show you how to open up a scallop. There's a round side and a flat side. So we're gonna use the knife to just scrape as flat as we can on the other side of the shell. And then we use a spoon, scoop everything out. So the tricky part is just getting it in a little bit, and then I use my thumb to kind of hold it open while I reposition the knife, and then scrape right against the shell as much as possible, almost like a bone, like a chicken. You want to use the shell to kind of protect the meat. Open, and then you kind of gather everything up, and then again you use the shell, you push against the shell, and you get underneath it. You can tell I haven't done this in a while, but when you do a bunch in a row, you get way faster. There we go. That's what I want. The abductor muscle through it. We lay everything out, and then you can kind of look at it. We got row. We have this abductor muscle to here, which we might do a little ceviche with, just because it has good flavor. It's just a little bit chewier than the rest of the scallop. Now, just kind of gently go through, pull things apart. And this you just kind of pinch, pull it away. But we are going to try to use this thing that no one else uses, this part here. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice, that would be interesting.
Something, that's a nice little scallop. Some roe. Ooh, we could put some roe in the miso butter.
The roe looks insanely nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, so
Lovely.
cook the scallops, we'll cook the roe, and we'll eat it. I don't know if we'll incorporate it in the dish, but let's try it, because it's probably not the best time to eat roe, but we should eat it. Just cut this as finely as possible. So this is a tougher muscle, but if we cut it small enough and thin enough, it's still gonna have amazing scallop flavor, and we're not gonna waste anything. We're just gonna use as much as possible. So you can see, like, kind of, if the pieces are big, at least they're thin, because I did this shaving part. And this is gonna help, tenderize anything. And we'll mix in the mixers in a bit. I wanna cook the scallops first. So this is typically like what I like to do when I'm cooking a protein, have something raw, and then have the kind of mise en place where it's gonna come off and rest. Thank you. Thank you. Also, we want that to have a nice kind of Maillard reaction on the bottom, so you need to leave it. You can't, right now it'll stick and totally fuck it up if we try to move it. And you can see, look at those cool spots from the salt, like it melted, permeated, but it's not like all this seawater came out of it. It's just, it's seasoning, and I think salt is the most important tool a chef knows how to use.
Oh, it smells so good.
It does smell good.
It does smell insane, and it's like scallops have a very distinct smell. It's the sweetness in the air, and the buttery scallop taste is in the air, and
yes.
pretty.
I'm gonna add speaking of butter, add a little knob. I'm gonna take this.
Turn it down. Yeah.
Pull this pan off a little bit with some warm butter. She's temperamental.
No, this is fast kitchen, man.
No, but I'm just not used to it.
This is fast food. Fast food restaurant.
So there we go. I can feel it's nice and like crispy. So these are all things these are gonna cool. I was gonna zest a little orange on there. Sorry, a little lemon, a little juice. Let that sit.
You're making the miso butter now.
Miso butter.
I'm actually curious because that's one thing how we met. He made miso butter with sourdough, and I was like, wow, tasting really good. And
So Momofuku cookbook, it's half butter, half miso with a splash of sherry vinegar, and that's it.
that's it.
And like I've had miso popcorn, I've had like
Sherry vinegar.
doesn't have to be sherry.
A double strength apple cider.
Okay.
It's a bit stronger, so.
We're just gonna use a splash.
Miso is bacteria.
It's all it's already all.
Fermented soybeans. Miso, dark miso. You know, you can mix dark and white, and you will have like this ultimate umami mix because light and dark miso have a different flavor.
Totally different flavor.
Yeah, totally different. And
So this is actually strong, just a little bit. So what we're gonna do, this is kind of a really easy hack. There's two versions. We're gonna do the very nice Hue version. So we have this sushi seasoning. This is like
the staple
a staple
of this restaurant.
Like, you know what you hear people talk about sushi rice and how it's like, oh, it takes years to master, and it's like, well, part of that mastery is this. Now, you're not going to have access to this. You're not.
No.
Unless you have a very nice sushi set close to you that you can slap on the back. But you can buy sushi seasoning, keep them in all the brands you're familiar with at most supermarkets. And it's this well-balanced, sweet, sour, and salty. Like if you use it, it doesn't taste Asian. It doesn't taste Japanese. It just tastes good.
Yeah.
You can use it in salad dressings, barbecue sauce, whatever. So that's what we're going to do. But I just want to give you an example. Like you can go buy sushi seasoning and do this little pickle.
How long are you gonna leave the onions in there?
I mean, you could leave it in there for
A couple minutes.
10 days if you want.
Yeah.
But it's just, the longer the better. But even a quick pickle is still fantastic.
Better than nothing, right?
It's bright, it's fun, and the texture of the onions are going to be nice and crispy. So that's going to be part of this scallop abductor thing over there. So we have way more than what we need. And we're just going to keep building out ingredients, and then we're going to kind of move over to a different part of your restaurant, and we'll plate everything over there.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
This is just nori. It's good. Nice.
Remember that beautiful Hamburg bread we saw earlier. So, what a lobster roll typically goes on is a hot dog roll. This is far superior to a hot dog roll. Look how soft. Look at how beautiful it is. Why are you laughing?
Because you're putting your fingers in it like.
It's so weird. It's so weird. So yeah, we basically, even though, we made hot dog ones. Really cool ones. So we're going to toast the outside. Now, I'm going to do the filling, which is the wonderful scallops we have here. I'm going to cut them up, put them in this bowl. So again, kind of like before, I want them not so small. I want nice mouthfeel. So just cut into discs, and then I'll cut into strips, and then I'll cut into cubes. Okay, scallops are cut. How's the bread? Oh, it looks beautiful.
I am. Excuse me, chef. I'm so slow.
That's right. We have loads of time. Oh, look at the job, chef. That's beautiful.
Thank you, beautiful and nice.
Beautiful and nice,
chef.
chef.
Beautiful and nice.
All right, brown butter here. Just a little bit, so just a little bit of richness.
Richness.
Yeah. The traditional way to do this is just like melted butter, chives, a little bit of salt. That's it. Because you have, typically Maine lobster. It's so damn good. And then a little bit of lemon juice. Okay.
Good, I like that.
Let's assemble the sandwich. So this stuff, even though it is technically butter, like I don't want you to think of this like a huge scoop of butter. It has a different kind of thing to it. Almost more of at this point like a paste. Think of it like a hummus. So we're gonna use a very liberal amount.
Stop.
What?
I need you to use this pink spatula.
All right. Thank you. So, this bread, this Hamburg bread is amazing. And we also want the customer to see, if I can do this right, we're gonna smear it almost like icing so it kind of like sticks out at the top.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, so we wanna see this kind of like that. Yep. We're doing a little cake.
Bro. I did not expect that.
What, the amount?
Yes.
It's rich. So let's make sure we have this seasoned properly. Touch more salt.
The lemon juice.
Yes. So brown butter when it's cold, it's not that amazing. But we are going to
I would just direct.
go for it. Look at it, it changes, it's glistening already. Yeah, that's great.
It's okay.
Tiny little bit of lemon,
It's okay.
brighten it.
Ooh.
Love it.
There we go.
Now let's put her in. Let's pile this in here. She's gonna be rich.
Dude, I'll pay money for that.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be fork and knife sort of thing. I think let the one side down. Yeah. And put it in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is good.
All right. So this can be presented just like this, right here. So this is an alternate, especially for a messy sandwich. You can kind of control it a little bit. I've been doing this trick for a while. So you roll it up, and you kind of get it as tight as you can, depending on what the sandwich is. Oh, you've got it ready. So this gives it a little bit more control and, oh, thank you, sir, thank you. And the customer can keep their hands a bit clean. There we go. A different take on the same sandwich.
Damn. Papa.
Oh, those scallops are cooked perfectly.
Wow.
Still a bit raw. Boom, and then you can put it on the plate like that.
Wow, that's a really cool technique you have there.
69.
Did you used to do it on boats?
I do all the time, yeah.
Really? So you wrap the sandwich and then
Yeah,
you
so-
cut it so people can.
Doesn't get their little rich hands dirty.
Yeah. You don't get your little rich hands dirty. Oh damn! Sorry, poor people. Yeah. Oh, so strong. This was fun.
We have it. We have a sex, drugs, and scallop roll. Yeah.
Thanks. I was your sidekick.
I'll be your sidekick next
Thanks for
time.
being here.
Yeah, I fucking love
This
Hamburg.
is cool.
This is awesome.
That's a lot of fun.
Shut up. It's a lot of miso.
It's great. I like the smokiness of it. Woo.
That's for you guys. There it is.